And we should be live, hopefully.
And you put the slow mode on.
Yeah, I've set it to, yeah. Hi, Melissa Susie. You're the first one in. You win 10 points.
Oh, hi, Melissa.
Hi, Summer Rains. Hi, the Brian Clan. Hi, Stephanie M. Anthony Savage.
So I'm waiting for mine to catch up. Hi, Outback. Hi, Party Scatape. Is that right? Hi, Tamara Hayes. Hi, Gojo.
Hi, Fairly Vague. It's because we've got slow mode on, I think. It's made it sort of slower.
I'm not. When you're saying hello, I'm not getting them. So I'm like, where? How are you? I didn't see Fairly Vega. I can see her now. She's just come in, so I'm a bit behind for some reason. I don't know why.
Hi,
So
Anna Green. We just had to slow the chat down. It's only every 10 seconds, so it shouldn't be too much of a bother, really.
Yeah, I've restarted it. See if that makes a difference. Right, the last one I've got is Brandy Brown.
Yeah.
Hi, Brandy Brown. Hi, Mona Lisa Hazelmans. Hi, Guernsey Girl. Hi, Snow Remover.
Northern Wi-Fi. Fairly Vague's got problems, has she?
Oh, hope it's okay, Fairly.
Yeah. Hope mine's alright tonight. I've had a little play around with the settings, so I'm hoping that I've made it a bit
Mine was
better.
playing up yesterday. I think it's the weather. It seems to be all right tonight. So,
hi, Helen Hayes. Hi, Mick.
yeah, I think I'm about 2 seconds behind you. So,
Oh, right, okay. Hi, Ickle Darling or Eichel Darling.
was you calling out Backical, darling?
Down Under Wi-Fi is the best piece of rubbish around.
Hi, United as One supporter.
Maybe if I take it off and just see. I'll take the slow mode off. If it gets too crazy, guys, let me know. One of the mods let me know. And
yeah, because I've got a delay. So
yeah, it might be mucking up the
yeah, if it starts to go fast, we can.
Yeah, we can slow it down if
Slow.
it gets a bit crazy. Sorry, we were a little bit late coming on as well, as usual. We're about 10 minutes late, I think. Hi, Temple Doyle. Sue Dumas.
I'm gonna restart mine because I'm still not getting them. Oh, I think that's better. I can see Temple Doll now. Temple Doll and Mike Brown were the last two.
Yeah, that's the two I've
I
got.
think I've caught up. Hi, Party Sketape. Hi, Anna Green.
Hi, Tonya Stowers Neil. See, they come up with these awkward names on purpose. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, and Summer. Hi, Summer Rain. Yeah, Tonya Stowers Neil.
Neil. Yeah. Party Scatape. Just say party. Yeah, okay. We'll call you party.
Yeah, Party.
Hi, Diane. Why? Morning. So what time is it there then, Summer? What time is it? What crazy time is it there? It's got to be about 6 in the morning or something. 4 a.m. That is.
4 a.m. Oh, summer and outback. Thank you.
I know. I feel so bad. Thanks
They're
so
so
much.
dedicated, bless them.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, like Feli Vague says, remember to click on live chat and not top chat at the top. Otherwise, you don't see every single message. You only see certain ones.
Right. Yeah, 4 a.m. That's really early.
That's dedication for you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's amazing. Hi, Pitbull.
Hope they got lots of coffee.
Yeah, I need to get a duck sound so every time Pitbull comes in, I can play the. Yeah, brownie points for Outback and Summer, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I think last time when we went at 3:30, Summer and Outback were there.
Oh my God,
3:30.
that's amazing.
Hi, Stephanie M. Summer's got a coffee in hand.
Well, the stream health's looking good so far. So I'm a bit paranoid now because we've had problems the last couple, but it's all looking good at the moment. It's no.
Yeah, don't say that word. That little. Don't say it.
We've had
Because
no.
the minute you mention it, it starts.
It's showing no drop frames or anything. So looking smooth, Dad. That's actually one of my holiday pics. That was. Well, I'll take a picture while I got a bit of a tan.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to change my photo.
Yeah, upside down.
Still upside down yet.
Yeah. So I hope everyone's had a great Thursday. It's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. It's always
Yeah,
nice Thursday because you know that tomorrow's Friday. So always a good day.
yeah. Well, it's Friday for Summer and Outback.
Yeah.
They're already into Friday, aren't they?
Yeah. Outback saying, how do we get tans in the UK? Stand over the fire. Yeah. Put,
We have had some good days.
lean
We've
over
had
the
a
toaster.
yeah, we've had a few days where it's reached 31 and 30. And to us, that's a heat wave, isn't it, Dad? I mean, in the UK, when you get it to them temperatures, it's a heat wave. But to
Yeah.
everybody, we were saying how warm we were, and poor Summer said she was frozen, and it was like 19 or something. And I thought, well, that's our nice day.
Really? Yeah, I know. We have to cheat over here most of the time, don't we? Unless you go on holiday, you have to cheat and go to a tanning salon
Yeah, yeah,
or, or get a fake tan.
yeah, fake tan.
Mm. But it's like when you go on holiday, you can always tell the British people because they've always got brown arms and then everything else is just really white.
Or orange hands.
Yeah,
Also, their feet and hands are orange where they've been rubbing tan in.
yeah. We always stand at a mile, don't we, abroad, the British people.
Yeah. Hi, Casey loves essential oils.
Hi, Sandra Cope.
So glad you could all make it.
Mm. Yeah, thanks for joining us on this Thursday evening. Um, yeah, so, well, I think probably our video that we put out explained a few things, didn't it, Tracy? We just felt the need
Yeah,
to put a few things right,
yeah,
um, because it was getting a bit stupid. I mean, we know, we trust you guys and we know you've got every faith in us, but, it got to a point where it was getting a bit much. It was getting a bit over the top. Some of the stuff that was being said about us, is affecting one or two of us, so something had to be said. So that's why we put that video out. Because it was getting a bit silly, wasn't it? Tracy,
yeah,
really,
yeah, it was.
Um, we'd never issue people death threats and dox people's private information and all, stupid things like that were being said about us. So,
Yeah.
we just thought, we very rarely ever do anything like that, put video out or defend ourselves. But, it got to the point where we thought we got to do something. So,
Yeah. We didn't really have any choice, did we?
no, not really. No, it got that ridiculous. People
We
just,
actually only put a bit out. I mean, there was a lot worse that was said about us, but we didn't put that out. We just wanted them bits cleared up.
yeah,
Literally being accused of, trying to get somebody's grandchildren murdered and sending death threats, which wasn't true at all. We literally put a link up on our community page, which is out there. It's in the public domain. It was all out there. It wasn't, you know,
no, absolutely. And,
yeah,
this is a woman who's advertising her business as a mediator for families and people of domestic violence. It's like, hang on a minute, look at the stuff this woman's putting out online about Shanann and a murder victim. Is that really someone you want to go to for? It's just people should just know about that thing. Everyone's got a right to put up a report on that site. We didn't know
yeah,
anything about it. We were just sent a link to it.
yeah,
I thought, well, perhaps it's something people should know. You know.
yeah, yeah. Little Chrissy, what did we delete? Someone's just said, why did we delete?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Probably because it wasn't very nice. Why did you delete that? We didn't delete anything. If you mean the thing on our community page, we didn't delete it. No, Chris, I was asking about if it was true about Phoebe. Sorry, we don't know what you're asking about Phoebe. Oh, is that what we put on our? Unless it's what we put on our community wall about Phoebe. Which yeah
yeah,
stands. Phoebe's no longer part of Team Phoenix.
we haven't deleted anything, have we?
No, I know sometimes that community wall gets a bit. You'll see older things at the top and newer things down below. It sometimes the order doesn't stick on the
Yeah,
community post.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we
A
haven't.
lot of people think they're blocked as well because they can't post on there. But I said, no, you're not blocked. It's just something happens on there. And I said, just post again and it will show up, and it shows up later.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a bit odd there.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that's why we did that. And yeah, I mean, people saying it's got toxic out there. It is. There's a hell of a lot of toxicity going around at the moment, isn't there? Which,
yeah,
we don't really know where it's all stemming from and coming from. Um, we don't get involved in it until it got to that point where we were being accused of outrageous stuff, which is why we just made that video. But yeah, I don't quite know what's going on. Everyone just seems to be attacking everybody. Um, we set out on our aim. Our aim was to, expose people who were exploiting this case and abusing and, um, slandering Shanann and the Rusex, and we're on that path and we're staying on that. We're not deviating from that at all. That's why we started. But
yeah, yeah,
but everyone just seems to be getting lost in a whole new world of toxicity, don't they? I don't quite understand why,
yeah.
but
And it wasn't YouTube, wasn't like that, was it?
no, 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 it was never like that.
No.
Um, whether if people don't like us being here, that's tough,
Yeah,
because we're not going anywhere. If people are struggling with trying to self-justify what they're doing, involving the case or other things, then that's their problem, you know.
yeah. And all they're doing is taking away what we set out to do, and what we're still trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think. Hi, Charlene. I think a lot of people have just kind of got lost and gone off track, haven't they? And
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
shame. It's a shame.
And we haven't. We're still, we haven't changed. We're
No.
still trying to, yeah,
Yeah, we're still ourselves, and we're not going to change, are we? This is the only
no,
cause that we're interested in. We're not interested in anything else.
yeah. Hi, Charlene.
So yeah. And I don't know if anyone saw. Maybe Marlo didn't speak very nicely about us again, did she? But she's since
No,
deleted that video. Did
that
you
was
see that?
dreadful.
Mm,
Dreadful, the things she was saying. I mean, every day I think she's bringing us up,
yeah,
uh, all because she emailed us and wanted our help to get AD, wasn't it? She came to us.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we're
Which
not going to work with her.
no,
And
absolutely
that's
not.
basically all it was. And then now she every day attacking us.
Yeah, she's mentioned it on her videos. She's emailed us. She's saying we're hired, and she's told us where to go. She's deleted the video now, but I don't know if anyone saw it. But she accused Team Phoenix, believe it or not, of trying to get her daughter hurt. Um, but
Her
there's
grandchildren. No,
grandchildren, was it?
yeah, I think she accused of that we were trying to get somebody's grandchildren murdered. I don't know where that come from.
Oh, I don't know. I'm getting mixed up with all these people are saying granddaughters. I, th-
Yeah.
I think she was saying her daughter as well or something, but everyone knows we're not like that. We're not stupid. We're not gonna
Oh,
go
yeah,
out and do
she'd
things like
say
that.
that on her live was a daughter, but then, the other message we got was the grandchildren, the granddaughters as well. So,
Yeah, I think that might have been to do with Miss Menzel. I'm not sure, but
right.
Mary Marlin's deleted that video. I don't know if anyone caught. She said something quite disgusting on there, which was I think she was talking about Chris's sister Jamie. I think.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah, she was saying,
That
"Oh,
was awful.
if I was Chris's sister, I'd be hiding under a sheet under the ground as well."
Which
Which
is
was
the worst. I mean, what a disgusting thing to say.
yeah.
Horrible.
I wonder if that's why she took her video down. She took it down, didn't she? A couple of hours later.
Yeah, fairly vague. She should be ashamed
Hmm.
because that was a disgusting comment.
But if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. As if you don't like us being here, that's tough. We're not threatening you. We're not doxing you. We're not going after your family. There's no conspiracy that you're close to the truth and we're hired to try and stop you from speaking. Um, we just talk about channels and expose things that we think are doing wrong. Simple as that.
And they are doing wrong.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They seem to think that they're above being criticised, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They can say what they want, but God forbid if anyone mentions them or says anything bad about them, it's like, they're being picked on all of a sudden, or there's an agenda against them to
Oh,
hide.
yeah, that we TP are bullying them.
Yeah. Well, the latest one is we're hired because they're getting too close to the truth. You know, why are all these channels trying to silence us? You know,
Yeah.
maybe they
I,
don't like you. Maybe you're doing wrong. Maybe people see that you're doing morally wrong. How about that?
I don't know what truth they think they're getting close to.
No, no, and
I really don't know what truth, they actually believe they're getting close to.
I don't know. They're just devoting their whole life to trying to find out whatever this truth is, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. But
yeah.
it's sad. But also, it's not just the people trying to profit off it. I mean, AD started talking about it again, hasn't he? He's saying he's not doing conspiracies, and then he goes on to say that there's a cover up in the same breath. I mean, if that's not a conspiracy, then
Yeah.
I don't know what is. But it's also the channels that are saying these horrible things about Shanann. They're still there and they're still saying this stuff, and it's just wrong.
No, it's very wrong. Really is.
Mm,
It really is. Absolutely no thoughts at all have they for the family.
no, no, all because of all because of what's happened. You know,
Yeah,
the tragic events that have happened. If
yeah,
that hadn't have happened, none of this slander and all that would have happened, would it? It's
no,
because just all because they're victims of a tragic event like that, they have to suffer all of this. Really on top of
yeah,
everything they're going through already. Is that
yeah, yeah.
you know? I don't
I mean,
know.
they've lost their family and they have their son and they're trying to protect their son. They shouldn't need to protecting, their daughter who's been murdered. They shouldn't need to. People should have enough respect to let them rest in peace.
Absolutely. They
Not,
just
not bash her. She can't defend herself. The family are trying to do it.
mm,
They want to defend her, which, I know I would. I would want to. I'd do everything, I wouldn't want my daughter's name, muddied out there. And I think it's awful the things they're doing. I just don't, just stop.
mm. But that's the thing people are saying now. Oh, well, why are they watching it? They shouldn't be watching it. You know, they must be seeking it out if they're watching that kind of stuff. And that's such a backwards way of thinking, isn't it?
Yeah, because you would watch it. It's not as if, these channels are out there doing this to your family. For people to say, "Oh, don't watch it," it's so easy for them to say that, but you would watch them
Of course you
because
would.
you can't help it. You'd want to know what they're saying and you'd want to try and defend them.
Of course you would. You want to defend your family's name, wouldn't you? Your daughter's name, and
Yeah, and Dad, that's why they're doing it. You think about it, that's why they're doing it. They're doing it, it's hurting the family, and that's all they're trying to do.
yeah, absolutely. They just
It
want to
is
be left
purely
to,
hurt the family. It's
yeah,
just,
and they can't, like they've said, they can't move on. They can't mourn and in peace while all of
you
this stuff's
can't,
going on. You
no,
know,
they can't.
you know, it's
Sad.
it's just very wrong.
Scared they are. They need to be at home thinking of, their daughter and their grandchildren with happy memories. But instead, you've got these awful people that are just constantly, bashing her and bringing it all back up again.
Yeah, and people don't realize, they're vulnerable, aren't they? They're so vulnerable after what's happened.
Yeah, of course they are.
And when a family's vulnerable like that, you would think people would pull together, wouldn't you? You think the
Yeah,
whole YouTube sort of community and stuff would pull together and help them, wouldn't you?
yeah, which, a lot of people were at the beginning, but now they seem to be, they sort of all split, and then they seem to be going for the other channels, mainly us.
Mm,
They've
yeah.
sort of turned round to attack us.
And they've asked for help, like other channels, to help report. They've even you know they're such a forgiving family. They've even asked sort of Armchair to help report these channels
Yeah,
and some of the
yeah.
other channels as well, but they're not. They're just not helping them.
No, it is really sad. They do need help.
Hmm.
They need help from everybody. It's going to just keep going on. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
It is,
You
and they
know.
need help.
Yeah. We just need
We,
everyone to
yeah,
pull
we're doing
together.
everything we can. I mean, we've never stopped, have we? With that's, That's our aim. It's never going to stop.
No, no, absolutely. I just wish people would stop all this ridiculous fighting. These other channels that have branched off, like you say, they need to sort themselves out and get back to trying to help the family.
Yeah, yeah,
It's that's what a lot of those people were there initially for, but as I say, they've just got caught up in this sort of toxic infighting and channel fighting.
yeah, they have. Oh, happy wife, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. I'm so sorry to hear that.
yeah, really sorry to hear that.
And that's something that Frank very gracefully brought up um, on his statement, the statement that he did on Denver 7. Um, he's not just fighting for his family, he's fighting for other families as well because he knows that they're not the first family, and they're not going to be the last that are going to have to go through this type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, you know,
Oh, we got another comment from, Melinda. How many of us are relatives of victims of violent murders? I am. I can't imagine having these nut jobs bringing up various nonsense. A year later, a family survived a death penalty convictions. Oh, Melinda, I'm so sorry.
oh yeah, I'm so sorry. So sorry. This is a sad. I mean, people say, oh, this, never had this in a crime before. Um, people saying we can't say this or that. That's because social media wasn't there before, and times change. Social media's got to change.
Yeah,
And that's what we're aiming to do. That's why we're here. Um,
yeah,
to be a voice for these people.
yeah.
Because they've
And they
not.
need to come, they need somewhere to come to, don't they?
Yeah, they need somewhere to come to feel comfortable and where they can share their stories and feel safe, I suppose, in a way, and speak up if they feel that they see injustices done.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the family's done all they can. Frank's done all he can, but there's still a couple of channels that are still saying that he's fake. They've gone back to that again.
Yeah, that's going on again, isn't it?
Cannot believe it. You really cannot believe it.
I mean, the poor man had to make a video to, give accountability to his channel, and that's him. And then you've still got people saying that, there's still channels saying that it was Rebecca W because she got caught in a channel saying "Leave my family alone," and it was her account, and she'd forgot to change to her Frank Ruzek account. It's like, what are you talking about? Rebecca was always referring to them as her family.
Yeah, she always has. And Rebecca's one of the nicest women I've ever known. She is really lovely. She
Yeah,
is so, we really think the world of Rebecca. She is so, so lovely.
yeah, and she's a
And she's doing everything to look after him. She really is amazing.
mm,
And she gets some abuse. She gets a lot of abuse, which is really sad because, she works so, so hard. And she's just one of the most caring, really caring women. She's lovely.
yeah,
She
she
really is
is.
lovely, but she's still getting attacked, still being accused of making up a fake Frank. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, fake Frank, or like Outback says, it shouldn't be on social media.
Yeah.
Well, they
Um,
are. Get
well,
over it. They are.
he said he's not on social media. He actually never said he wasn't on social media. He said he gets sent things, but he never said I am not on social media.
Mm. And you've got to think, that statement was worded in a certain way so they wouldn't come under attack from people saying, "Oh, well, you shouldn't watch it then, should you?"
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's made a video. You can clearly see it's Frank. You can hear it's Frank. Um, so I don't know how, they think that was made up. Apparently we all got a look-alike, maybe. but it's ridiculous
Yeah,
and it's hurtful. The
you know,
families, they need help.
it's almost like, it's almost like we've seen, isn't it? It's almost like, I mean, we don't, it doesn't bother us, but it's like the more you try and help the family, the more certain people try and bring you down,
Yeah,
It
yeah,
really is wrong. It's so twisted.
yeah, yeah,
It's so twisted.
yeah, I know. And they do need compassion and they need respect.
Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna, because people can't seem to be getting it clear in their head about what Frank said. There seems to be so much self-justification going around. People
Yeah,
trying to self-justify why they can still talk about certain things or cases or whatever, you know. But just sort of reading a bit of Frank's statement, um, and just going back to what I said earlier, he said it breaks my heart to know that we are not the first family to have to live through this kind of tragedy, and we won't be
oh,
the last. Families like ours should have the right to be safe and the right to a basic level of privacy and the right to mourn in peace.
yeah,
My family and other families have to deal with this kind of cruelty and bullying. It needs to
yeah.
stop, you know? It's clear
Does
as
need to
day.
stop. It
Mm.
does need to stop.
And to the people who feel they are entitled to profit off of our loss, we please urge you, please stop. Yet there are still channels that are trying to justify that, you know, they can do that.
Yeah, yeah,
He clearly said, and I'll quote Frank on this. He said, "For the people who are interested in this case, who feel compelled to comment and discuss, please stick to the truth. It's painful enough for us just dealing with the reality. Reading the insane conspiracy theories, ugly false rumours and lies only makes it more painful." I mean, it's quite clear what he's saying there, isn't it?
yes, yeah. And people are saying, oh, that he's telling us not to talk about the Watts case. He's not saying that. He knows that people are always going to, it's a crime. People will always talk about it. But what he's saying, he doesn't want the conspiracy theories made up. It's case closed.
Mm. And like you said, trying to just deal with the truth. I mean, can you imagine? Seriously, what that family has gone through,
Yeah, a
having to,
lot.
to deal with trying to, what's happened, and to then try and add in these other conspiracies and, oh, this might have happened, and they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that rubbish.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And they shouldn't have to.
No, they shouldn't. They want to try and move
You know,
on.
have enough respect that, they don't say things like that, knowing the family are watching them, are watching these channels, and they're coming up, some of the things that it's terrible. They're getting worse.
Mm. I mean, they've been through hell, and they're still going through hell, and people are continuing to put them through hell. Why? You know? It's like I said, get on with your lives. Leave theirs alone. Leave their family alone. Move on. Do something else. There's so many other crimes out there, isn't there? That
Yeah,
people could
yeah,
be
there
talking
is.
about.
Yeah,
Keep an eye on the case. If law enforcement finds something, then they'll bring it out. Or if you feel you've got something that might be of interest to law enforcement, send it to them. But don't keep coming out with videos that, oh, this might have happened, this might have happened, this is my theory,
yeah,
and put it out there on a public platform like YouTube where everyone can see it.
yeah. And also, any um sort of screenshots that they're being taken, a lot of this stuff is being sent to the Rusex. um, we're sort of trying to ask if there is anybody that is sending stuff direct to the Rusex, could you please send them to either Rebecca or to us, and not to the family, because obviously, They don't want to see a lot of this stuff.
No. I mean, I think there is a lot of people over saying that, that they're being sent stuff, like by us, by all these
Yeah.
hate channels. We're not. We don't send them anything.
No,
Why would
no,
why would we do that?
no.
What do
Oh,
you see?
we get accused of a lot, don't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they accuse us of
You
everything.
know, yeah, we get shocked when we see some of the comments. We're like, really?
Yeah, we're a
Happen? When did we do that? And when did we say that? Like we're bullying and we're doing this to some person. We thought, when?
yeah, we're a
All our
vigilantes. It's a
subscribers can,
vigilante hate channel. That's what I
yeah, I mean,
say.
all our subscribers, they can see exactly what we're doing. We do our lives, we do our video. Where are we saying all this stuff? And where are we, causing this? Where?
I think people are confusing criticism with hate, aren't they? I mean,
Yes,
if you put a channel up on YouTube, you know, you're there to be critiqued, if you like. People can criticize, people can say whatever. That's their right. That's free
yeah,
speech. People say about free speech. It's free speech for us to say, we don't like your channel, we don't like what you're doing. Um, that's not hate. You know, people seem to be getting things a bit, you know, playing the victim card, aren't they, basically?
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah,
We've only ever spoke truth. We don't make stuff up. In all our videos we used to make, we always used to use footage. We'd never edit the footage. We'd basically say, look, there you go, this is what they said or were saying. And,
yes.
and we wouldn't make anything up, would we?
No, no, we never have.
So if you don't like what you're seeing of yourself, if you don't like what you see in the mirror, then change, change what
Yeah,
you're doing.
definitely. I fully agree with that.
Mm. But we've never made stuff up.
Yeah,
And we'll continue to lay criticism if we feel necessary on channels, and that's all right.
yeah, yeah. I'm just catching up on some of your comments. A few people have come in that we haven't said hello to. We've got
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Lynn. Hi, Jay Lynn. Hi, Oscar. Hi, Vivi Scorpio. Hi, Mr. Shannonite. Hi, Nanny Love. Hi, what do you see? Hi, Louise. I think I've caught you all now. We always try to say hello to everybody.
Yeah. Put the numbers on the screen. Hopefully you can see them all right. Um, if anyone wants to call in, the room's open. Uh, yeah. If you got Zoom, you just need to join the meeting ID. If um, if you haven't, just ring the relevant phone number. It'll ask for the meeting ID. Punch that in. It'll ask for participant. Just stay on the line. Don't need to press anything. Roberta Armour, YouTube should be helping the family. Absolutely, 100%. They need to start taking some responsibility for their platform.
Yeah, agree that. I agree with that fully.
Yeah, they need to step in and help us and help the family. They can't just
We
sit there
try
and
so hard, and getting them to listen. I mean, yeah,
mm,
it's not easy, but they should be helping the family, definitely. We're
yeah,
still find that button. I mean, we've still not found that option for the family to report it.
no. I mean, I'm hoping that we've now got an email contact for YouTube. I've got to look at that actually. But we have got another way as well of sort of getting through to YouTube. But
Yeah, Louise asks if you've had a reply,
no, I haven't
um,
yet. Haven't yet.
yeah, from YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm hoping because what we discovered is that if you're a YouTube partner, so basically if you have monetization enabled, you actually do get an email contact or the ability to email. I think it's like creative support or something. So what we've done is we've remonetized, but we've switched off all the adverts. But it just gives us that ability to hopefully have that sort of email contact, and we can, really start putting some pressure on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm sure once someone sits up and notices everything that's going on, they're gonna feel that they need to do something. Hello,
Hello.
hello,
Hello,
hi there. Who's calling?
it's Julie.
Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Hi. I phoned a few weeks ago. I was on with J for Justice. I'd lost my son earlier this year.
Oh, I remember. Yes. Hi, Julie.
Yeah. I've got a screen name. I managed to do it. It's Welsh Lady, so if I come on, it's me.
Oh.
But I have put things on AD's platform. He said about Mr. Ruzek should take her Facebook down, and I said, no, he shouldn't. It's up to them what they do. And then the other day he was on about that film and how could they do it sensitively. And I said, how can you say that after the 8 months of things you've been putting up about the autopsy and things? I think he's totally disgusting. So anyway, just wanted you to know I've got a name and I'll be in your chat.
Oh.
It's Welsh Lady.
Right.
Welsh Lady.
Okay. I've got that. Yeah,
Okay.
we remember
So
you. They're all saying you were the lovely lady.
Oh, yes, I know. I was so touched when I come off there because I felt so, it was so nice to be on.
Oh.
And, yeah. So, Tracy, Dad, Warriors, as I said before, keep going. Ruzek's brilliant. Don't do anything you don't want to do. Don't take any Facebook pages down. That was my comfort place when my son passed, as I said. And every time I put a comment on AD's stream after, he takes it straight off. So I think I'm beginning to be a warrior.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what right has he got to say that? Like you say, that's their business. That's their probably tribute, if you like, to her. To leave that up.
Yeah.
No one's got any
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was saying his lawyer should get in contact with me, and I said he owes you nothing.
No.
He doesn't have to get in contact with you in any way, shape, or form.
No,
and straight away my content can go straight off. And they called me a troll, and I said, no, I'm a grieving mum. And they told me to get off. And I thought, right, that's about as low as they've always been. So there you go.
Yeah.
So, yes, just so that you know, I've managed to get my name. I did it all on my own, which I thought was brilliant of me.
Oh, well done.
And I'll be in your chat. I'm going to go now because it said there was 2 on waiting, and I can hear the bell going for somebody else. So good luck, and God bless you all. God bless. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Julie, bye. Oh, she's lovely.
Yeah. Hello. Is someone just calling?
I did.
Hi there.
Hi.
Who's calling?
Hi. You don't know who I am, but I have been in your chats since the beginning. My brother killed his entire family, his wife, his children, and then tried to kill all of us back in 1982.
God, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, it's been 35 years. I'm trying to heal. But one of the things that I was trying to do with the Rusiks was contact them between the time of the deaths and the time of the given the legal prosecution of not getting the death penalty, is that he's now going to have girlfriends, possibly children. And this is what I've gone through for 35 years. My brother, and you can go Google it, is in a death penalty trial for killing his cellmate again.
Oh.
So he's still killing in prison. And it's just very upsetting that a person can kill their entire family and then go on into the prison system and still do freedom acts.
Yeah.
Who's stopping Chris Watts from having a girlfriend? Nobody, right?
Yeah, I know. Obviously, sort of after the sort of first confession, the family chose against it. I know that they had a change of heart after the second confession, obviously.
But they didn't know that in the beginning.
No.
And I'm sorry, as a survivor of what I've been through, and it's been 35 years, and knowing that my brother killed his children, I mean, these were my babies. I was just a teenager at the time. So I'm trying not to be PTSD, but I do this. Sorry.
That's fine. That's okay. I can understand totally.
Well, so I've been very clear. I am the biological sister of a serial killer. So I'm not being disrespectful in any way to the Watts family, which everyone seems to hate me for. But just because you're the sister of somebody who killed their entire family doesn't make you bad.
No,
of course it doesn't. No.
I've never hurt anyone. I've never done anything bad.
No, absolutely. No, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't think anyone would wish to be in your position,
You think?
Mm.
You know how much money I'd pay to be out of my position? But the point is, this is not the end. And the only reason I called was for the fact that I think America and other countries have been consumed with what that person, I don't even want to say his name, did.
Yeah.
It's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time. And if they're not put in complete isolation, they will kill again.
Yes.
And when they kill again, us families that are the victims of these horrific murders and crimes again get dragged back into court every single time to have to relive the misery we lived when it happened.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think that's what I want to tell the internet. Don't think it's over. It's not over. He's going to get transferred to a different prison, and that prison system that he gets transferred to, what if they allow conjugal visits?
Mm.
Doesn't just I know what you're saying, and he doesn't deserve them whatsoever. They shouldn't have any of that. I think that's wrong.
So he killed his children. He killed his wife, which is the same that my brother did.
Yeah.
So then you get transferred to a different state because you're going to cause a bunch of mayhem in the prison that you're in. So now they're going to let you go to a different state and a different prison because you orchestrated this because you're a manipulative narcissist. I'm not going to cuss. I won't do that. So now the prison that you go to allows conjugal visits. So let's marry some girl who's writing you letters, and now I'm going to create new life. This is so unacceptable.
It is, definitely. And that shouldn't be allowed at all.
That's what's happened in my life. I've lived 35 years with this.
Terrible.
What do you think?
I'm sounding really angry, and I don't mean to sound angry. I'm so...
I can understand.
Do have every reason to be. It's understandable.
And I mean, how would you feel, if you had all the social media presence and everything that was going on at
I
that
do have.
time?
I've tried. That's my whole point. Is I was trying to say before they let him just get life in prison. I was trying to tell the Rusiks, no, if you don't go for the death penalty, this man's going to have other children. He's going to get to have a life. Whether it's behind bars, they still get pleasures. And this is what is so disturbing. I've got a brother who's not only sentenced to 5 people's life sentences, and you can look him up. It's Craig, Dennis, Jackson, and then of course he changed it in prison because he didn't want people to know who he really was. So then he changed his last name to Bjork, Bjork, because he thinks that's his girlfriend. It's this whole prison mentality. I know, but again, his name is Craig Dennis Jackson Bjork. So then he gets transferred from one prison. He escapes. What happened when he escaped?
Oh, no.
Then he gets transferred to another prison. He kills a cellmate. And then there's a civil suit. There's another life sentence. And then guess what? They put him in another prison in Oregon. And after a few years, they go, that guy's not so bad. Let's let him work in the kitchen.
Never.
So, no, this is reality. Look it up on Google. I'm not calling to bull stuff.
Oh no, I believe
So
it.
I get a call on Thanksgiving, 14 years ago, that on Thanksgiving, again, the prison allowed him freedoms that they're going to do with Chris Watts. So on Thanksgiving, I get a phone call. Oh, guess what? He killed again. And then I'm in Oregon selling a dead relative's, which I have very few relatives because he killed them all. So one of the few relatives I had left, I was selling the property in Oregon. I'm sorry, I talked too quick. I'm sorry.
No, you're doing fine.
I'm trying. My PTSD really kicks in when I have this conversation, and my husband knows it. So he just put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Babe, slow down."
Oh.
So then he gets transferred to Oregon. So in Oregon, they lose. I mean, it's been almost a decade. They forgot he killed his entire family. They forgot he was on the loose for a month and tried to kill me and my family. And they forget he killed 5 people in a day and then lived with their bodies until they smelled. And I can't, I don't want to say and offend the people that are listening in chat of what he actually did to try to stop the smell. But for 5 days, when you live with dead bodies, we can all know what happened, correct?
Yeah, I can imagine.
I can, yeah.
Exactly. Thank God there was not, I'm thankful. Every day I wake up at night when I pray with my husband, our thing is, I am so thankful there was not social media back in 1982 when this happened. And again, anyone can go to Google. I'm not in hiding anymore. I was in hiding for 17 years of my life because of what people thought of me being the sister of somebody who killed their entire family. But just go to Google, look up Craig Dennis Jackson Bjork. He's even had a physical relationship in prison with a pastor.
Oh, God.
So what's next with Watts? I mean, what are we looking at with Watts? I'm sorry. I'm really trying to calm myself down right now.
It's okay. I mean, it just shows the ripple effects are just unreal, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it never ends. It never ends.
Until he dies, it's not going to end. And now I try to stay offline. I've quit this little community that I joined because I was on YouTube just for dogs and cats and turtles, and yay, it was all happiness. And then someone that I was actually skiing with said, "Look who's on the mountain." And then when I found out, I started looking into the crime community. And I just wanted to get a hold of the Rusiks to tell them, if you allow this man to live, this is the life that you are going to end up with. I am 53 years old. Do you know that I have to wait to see when my phone rings who he's killed, whether it's, and it doesn't matter if it's a cellmate who killed somebody. It doesn't matter if it's, what about the people who work at the prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not think that Chris Watts is not going to kill somebody else? Do you not think that Chris Watts is not going to get transferred to a prison where he can have conjugal visits and have more children?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm
it
sorry.
doesn't
My
bear
thoughts
thinking
are
about.
very random, and I'm trying to control myself. I apologize.
Yeah, no, it
No.
shouldn't be. I think all of it's wrong. It shouldn't be allowed.
Well, I mean, this is your experience. This is as real as it gets, isn't it? This is.
It's as real as it gets.
Yeah.
Why is someone allowed to kill their entire family, but then live in general population? And you know that Watts is going to play the game just like my brother did. He played the game and acted all normal, like everything was just fine. And then guess what? As soon as he hit general population, what do? Kill another person. And then he goes to another prison. He gets conjugal visits. He has another child. This is a man who killed his children and wife and other people. I'm not even going to talk about the other people. That's not my story. That's theirs. But just what happened within my family, and then you go to another prison, and then you're allowed freedoms. This is unacceptable. Why is Chris Watts in a situation where he can have contact with another human being? And as soon as he pretends that he's okay again because he found God and he found a girlfriend, he's going to get transferred to a different prison. And then this girl who's visiting him, I won't mention her name. I don't like to victimize people for their ignorant choices. But now he's going to get transferred to a prison that allows conjugal visits. He's going to have more children. Do you think that's okay?
No, it's definitely.
Does the internet think that's okay?
No,
it's not.
Not on any
And
level.
it's allowed.
I know I'm ranting. I'm sorry.
Honestly, you're not. Don't think that. It is really upsetting.
I'm being over honest. I'm being very over honest.
No, I mean,
I don't think a lot of people don't think of it like that, do they? They think, you sort of think.
Well, I've been going through this for 35 years.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
So, if someone doesn't experience this, they have no thought process of this could be the probability in the future. So when all this crap goes down, I'm sorry, I cussed. I'm sorry. Lord, forgive me. But when all this stuff happens and people don't realize the outcome of what the future could bring, they have no concept of the terror and the horror of what us victims. And, I see online of what people say about Watts's sister. I think his mom was probably like mine, and his dad was probably like mine, and narcissistic. Anyways, my point is, some of us are okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't agree.
35 years later, I've suffered. So what's going to happen 5 years from now?
Yeah, I don't agree with these people.
Is Watts going to have a kid?
Well, doesn't
never
even bear
be allowed
thinking about.
to.
No, doesn't bear thinking about.
So the prison system is just going to allow him to run around, just the same as they did my brother. Again, Craig, Dennis, Jackson, and of course they changed their name in prison so the other prisoners won't stab them. But even my brother's nickname in prison is Berserko Bjork, because the prisoners and the people who work at the prison are scared to death of him. So right now, Chris Watts is playing I'm a good guy. I just snapped one night and killed my entire family. That's a load of stuff. So now all of the survivors, and thank goodness, again, there wasn't the internet when this happened to me in the 80s, but there was the internet when it happened to me when he killed on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was, again, when he killed. I'm right now sitting, and I'm supposed to be under a don't talk about whatever with certain people gag order, because he's on the death penalty again in Oregon. Why? Why?
It shouldn't.
So what's going to happen with Watts? Are we going to be still talking about him 30 years from now?
Yeah, they should be treated the same as they would, prisoner on death row, where they're in their cell on their own to think about what they've done.
That's my point.
It shouldn't be allowed to, they can start a new family. That is wrong. And all the families.
That's the only reason I called.
All the families, they're all victims because they're left.
But no, we're not just victims. We're being re-victimized. There's a difference.
Yes.
If as a victim, we can heal. We can heal as a victim. And for a long time, I was able to do that. As a victim, I was able to go to therapy. I was able to find, the loss of my family and realize it's just me. And, I was able to do that. But then when the prison system allows these people who've killed and annihilated their entire families to run around because you might be reformed by the prison, that's a load of horsey stuff. So then the prison allows them to go around and kill other people. How many? That not only re-victimizes all the family that tried to heal from the first crime, but then now you got a whole another set of crimes. And then guess what? 10 years later, it happens again. The prison system is a huge failure. And I'm not trying to yell. And I'm sorry if I know that I'm shaking, and I probably need to end the call because I'm being really PSTD right now, but I just need people to think about this. This is not the end of the Chris Watts story.
Yeah, no, it's a very...
Do you know what it takes to strangle somebody?
I can't imagine.
Has anyone ever looked at that?
Can't imagine.
But to strangle another human being takes a very long time. So if you're strangling people you love, whether they be adults or children, and I'm going to be very careful in what I say, only because I will not try to horrify the country. But when you strangle someone, we're talking not a minute, not 30 seconds, not I slashed your throat, you're going to bleed out, have a good day. We're talking strangling people and then disposing of bodies. This is not something that happens immediately. This takes a serious consideration of thought and a long period of time.
Yeah, and people need to think of that as well. And then they're still, going through that. The family are living with that. And, the families are living with that. And they're still, they're bashing her. They're bashing their daughter. I mean, how, you must know how it feels, how would, how... Oh,
I get bashed.
Yeah.
I get bashed.
Yeah.
I'm testifying against my own family member for the death penalty because of more killings because the prison allowed it.
Yeah.
So I'm not so popular. So I have to be really careful on the internet. And, it'd be nice if I could be on the internet and just be like everybody else. But then a few people found out. And once a few people on the internet found out who I really was, then I couldn't even be on YouTube without people going, your brother's a killer and that means you're a crazy woman. No, I'm not crazy. I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm victimized. I have nightmares. My husband has to hold me down. My brother used me as a test dummy and used to choke me out. So I have seizures because of it. So, I want to know, I really want to know. And I would pay darn good money to know, what did Chris Watts do before he killed all them? Because this was not his first act of violence. I do not believe that. I don't believe it.
I don't think anyone will ever know. I don't know.
No.
I really don't. There's
Well,
so
how many
many.
serial killers' family do you talk to? Right?
Yeah, there's so many unanswered questions. I mean, it's.
Yeah. I'm just reading. Jalen's put in the comment, she said, life without parole should mean that they lose all their rights for their life, for life. And I agree with that. I think they should.
If I was looking at chat, I probably would have hung up already. I can't look at chat because I know that people go after me because I'm the sister of a serial killer. So I'm a bad girl.
No, the chat is very, very supportive of you.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm reading the chat and there isn't.
Just can you do me a favor? Can you at least leave? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. The chat is they're very, very supportive of you. There's no bad comments and they're all leaving you a lot of support. They're all saying they support you. Please don't ever think that.
Well, I would like to be able to go back after our phone call and see what the chat had to say about, oh, her brother's a serial killer. That means she's this evil, vile person. No, I'm not. I have never, ever, ever touched another person in a violent way in my entire life. I didn't even smack my children's hand if they got put it near the campfire.
Yeah, you'll never find that in our chat. If anyone put comments like that, they'd be removed. I mean, this is the whole reason for our community. You know, it's for people like yourself. It's it's for the victims. We want you to feel safe here.
It's the only reason I called you guys.
Yeah.
I feel safe here. I wouldn't have called.
Yeah, I mean, we really appreciate you sharing your story, and we'd like you to feel support from all of us.
Can I didn't mean to interrupt, but I really need to end the call because I'm starting to shake, and I'm not going to go full PTSD and have a seizure because of my brother's abuse that he did to me. And I won't talk about the sexual abuse, but that's what's currently in the trial right now. Okay. And that's why I mean, part of it. And that's why I want to know what the real story is behind Watts, because he didn't just all of a sudden kill the family. Sorry, I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. No. I don't think these people just all of a sudden go, oh, let's just kill everybody. No, I think Shanann was abused. I think Bella, the reason she had problems was because she was abused. And I think that he favored Cece and did not do anything to her. That is my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. But I know that I had 2 nephews that died at the same age in the same exact way, except they weren't put in oil tanks. Their bodies were found 5 days later rotting. So if I know exactly what happened within the murders in my family and the ages that they were and what they went through, I'm entitled to my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is all of a sudden Chris Watts just snapped because of some chick and went crazy and killed his whole family. I think he was an abuser and that there was abuse going on for a long time and that people were just not talking about it. Because, I did the same thing. I did it myself. My mom and dad did it. Everybody hid my brother's abuse.
Maybe this is something that will be discovered while he's in prison from the psychologists and what have you.
Do you know that when my brother goes into the psychologist at the prison, which he's mandated to do so. So 35 years later, after you kill your whole family and you've killed other people and now you're on death row in another prison case, you still go to a psychologist. Do you know they chain him down and they have 3 guards that hold him back because even the psychologist and the warden are scared of him?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
What do you think Watts is going to turn into? Do you think the prison's going to reform him?
No, I don't know.
I know. And again, I apologize. I know that
you probably
apologise.
haven't ever got a phone call like this, and
No,
I'm
but yeah,
angry and I'm mad.
no, a
No, that's
reason to
fine.
be.
Yeah, understandable. Obviously, it's hit us quite hard. It's such a powerful story. It's
I'm
difficult for
sorry
us
if
to
I'm
comment.
doing.
You know, I just want to tell people, go to Google, look up Craig Dennis Jackson Bjork, and then ask why this person was allowed to go around since the 1980s, go from prison to prison, have relationships with people in prison, relationships with whoever that state allows, conjugal or otherwise. And, you know, I'm trying to be as kind as I can right now,
Well, there's clearly
but people that work in the,
clearly massive
I'm sorry,
flaws in
what?
it. Say there's clearly massive flaws in the system, and a lot of people
Well, yeah,
are
these
aware of
people only
that.
make like $40,000 to $50,000 a year being an officer in a prison system. How easy is it to be bribed? How easy is it when the people on the outside, and I can't say if I'll get your channel striked or in trouble if I say the group that my blonde-haired, blue-eyed brother is part of, but he gets special privileges everywhere he goes. People idolize him in this certain group of gang people. So he gets privileges that other people would not get because of his physical appearance. Yeah. That can't get your channel in trouble. I can say that. That won't get you in trouble. I would never do that.
That's okay. That's fine.
So now there's security guards that only make $40,000 or $50,000 a year and risk their life every day. And then they have people going, well, if you bring him a cell phone or you bring him things that I won't discuss again because they're sexually deviant. But if you bring this certain prisoner and you give us stuff to give him, we're going to give you $5,000 or $10,000. And you know, that's happened. And it's been proven. It's on the internet. All you have to look up is, again, his name and with a priest. And how did he escape from prison? How does a proven murderer escape from prison?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's a really crazy story. And I apologize. I was just really triggered because I watch you guys all the time. And then last night I seen you guys were having a live and I thought, you know, maybe it's time people understand this is not just today. This is not last year. This is not the anniversary of the death of the family. This is going to happen until this person is dead.
Yeah.
So you're going to be, your channel is great. Your channel is wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love Rebecca's channel. So all of a sudden in 20 years, when whatever the internet has progressed to, we have no idea. I mean, technology is great, but yet at the same time, there's going to be more victims, more victimization, because Watts is not on death row. Not being on death row, this gives him the opportunity to what? To what?
As you said, kill again.
Answer that question yourself.
Yeah.
Not just kill again, to be transferred from prison to prison, to reproduce, to have conjugal visits, to kill prison guards, to have relations with other prisoners. Does this not all make sense? Do I sound like a lunatic? No, I've lived for 35 years going through this and hearing this. Do you know, when a prisoner violates the rules of the prison, and the rules of the prison of all male prison is no contact between prisoners in that way, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when that happens, they notify the immediate family there has been a violation. Do you know I can't open my mail? My husband has to open my husband of 20 years, who married me knowing my past. My husband has to open the mail because I can't. Do you know I have had the same phone number for 40 years? I can't answer my phone because I
like I said, on Thanksgiving,
Mm.
15, 17 years ago. And, he killed somebody in 2013. What year are we in?
2019.
Why has there not been the trial yet for this death penalty? Look up Oregon. Why has Oregon not had the trial yet? Because he went in front of the judge and he did horrible things, and now he has to be restrained. He can't even be in a courtroom without being restrained. So we're going to have to wait another how many years?
Yeah, that's crazy. That really
It is, yeah.
Again, I've taken over your channel, and I certainly and tremendously apologize.
That's
I am venting, and I'm screaming.
Apologize. You can't see the chat, but they've filled the chat with hearts, and they're saying that you are not.
Can you just do me a favor? Don't delete this and let me look back at the chat after I've taken a bath and relaxed.
The chat stay up, but they're filling it with hearts, and they're saying you are not your brother.
I know I'm not. And, you see my picture. I'll post it as soon as we're done. It's Happy Wife. So, I'm going to post my picture. And then go and look at my brother's last, when he killed in, I try not to even know his birthday. I try not to know how old he is. I try not to know when he killed again and again. I try not to know his different arrests. But someone sent me a picture of his recent arrest, which was for the murder in Oregon when I was trying to sell the house up there. So when you look it up and you see Craig Dennis Jackson Bjork, latest murder of cellmate in Oregon, and then you look at my Happy Wife, sweet little, girl on YouTube, and you look at him, I cry almost every single time because it looks like my twin. So why should I have to be re-victimized like that?
Yeah, no,
it's so unfair. It's just so unfair, and that child killer Watts is going to do the same darn thing. And 35 years later, I'm sorry, but Frank and Sandra and Frankie are going to have to go through. He's going to have other children, and he's going to have other mates and girlfriends, and they're going to, in their entire lives until they die or he dies, they're going to be re-victimized again and again and again. And for that, my heart heaves. My heart heaves. That's the only definition I have.
It comes across. It really does. I mean, I pray to God that doesn't happen.
I just want the internet to hear this, because when this happened to me in the 80s, there wasn't the internet. So it was all hidden, and they're still hiding it to this day. They try to keep it all undercover because they keep letting them go around killing other people in other prisons. So they're trying to keep their butts covered, CYA, because they know they got civil lawsuits coming because they let this man work in a kitchen and kill people. How do you let someone who's already killed other prisoners, killed their entire family, tried to kill the rest of their family and wasn't caught for a month, and then you let them work in a prison?
Dreadful.
In a kitchen prison. So, of course, what did he do? Killed somebody. When he killed somebody, he said, "Oh, that's beet juice. That's not blood. That's beet juice." Seriously?
That's awful.
Do you not think strangulation is and again, I'm trying to be very kind here, and I'm asking God to help me be kind, but when you strangle someone, the time that it takes to do that and then to dispose of the bodies are not something that happens because you snapped.
Yeah, that's something that I don't think a lot of people can even get their head around. They
can't, and I don't want them to. And I go to therapy, and my husband is amazing. Oh my God, my husband is amazing. And just like you said, baby, the minute you understand the horror of what happened in your past is the minute you're as crazy and need to be locked up just like them. So if you ever think that what they did, and you can say, well, this is why they did it, and this is, what's happened, and that's the minute you're as crazy as they are.
Yeah,
I can't understand any of it. Thank God I can't.
No.
My mind cannot wrap itself around how you could do this to two beautiful little children. And I'm sorry, and internet, hear this, my babies, and they're my nephews, they were the same exact age as Bella and Cece. Do you know how this has affected me?
Wow. I can't imagine. I honestly can't imagine.
I know, and I've taken over your channel, and I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm so triggered right now.
It's fine. I mean,
sorry.
I hope it's helped in some way. I don't know if sort of speaking of it has
Maybe.
helped. But you've got a loving community here. I can assure you of that.
Well, the only other channel I talked to was I don't know if you want me to mention another channel, but I did speak to Mama Rambly in regards to it, but no one believes me. They all think I'm just some psycho on the internet. But as soon as you pull up my face, and because I'm not going to hide, I'm not going to be in hiding anymore. I did that for 17 years. I'm tired of being in hiding. And now I'm in a death penalty trial that's almost 10 years gone on. I'm tired of it. So when you look at my brother, and then you look at my, person on the internet that loves tortoises and chickens, and my husband, and I'm a snowboarder, and thank God is an epileptic from the damage my brother did in trying to kill me and using me as a test dummy. Thank God I can do this stuff. If it wasn't for my husband, you think I'd be surfing and have to risk a seizure from the damage my brother did trying to kill me? No. Yeah. So I just want people to understand that, stop being so angry at everyone else that might have known Chris Watts. This is the psycho that did it. Chris Watts is the one that did it. Whoever he was involved with, whoever his sister is, I don't care if his mom and dad are the most psychotic people in the world. So were mine. I've not killed anybody. People can look up my record. I've not done anything but self-harm. That's the only thing I've done. Self-harm.
Yeah. And so I was just going to say a lot of what annoys us is a lot of these conspiracy theories and people saying that other people are involved. It's taking it away from what he's done, isn't it? Really, like you say, he's the one that.
My brother was in a relationship with his mistress. Guess what? He killed his mistress. Watts didn't get a chance to kill his mistress. I truly believe and again, I know people are going to disagree with me, and I respect you for disagreeing, and that's okay that you disagree. I'm fine with that. But I truly believe that if you were intentionally going to do all this stuff and you premeditated all this stuff, you would have also killed her too, because she knew what you were going to do. So I don't know. All I know is how I feel. And I know that my brother killed his mistress because he knew he killed his wife. So in my world, in my mind, 35 years later, in my world, in my mind, I have to think, well, that probably would have happened too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Trust me, I'm not going to go shake hands with that woman. I'm not going to look her up. And when she finds me on a ski slope in Colorado, where I am every, winter, trust, there's no love.
No.
But yet at the same time, I don't know that just because you knew who Watts was makes you a bad person.
No, of course it doesn't.
I don't believe that.
Of course it doesn't.
And the internet seems to think so. So I try to take a deep breath and pray for the people that are having difference of opinions. We're all entitled to our opinions. But thank you for your channel.
No, that's no problem at all. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for sharing.
And you are a very, very brave lady.
Well, just make sure that you print it. I mean, have your mods print it. Like I said, I I could not have looked at my tablet and my computer and had a conversation with you. I have not known what has been said in side chat, and I'm going to go back and look at it after I take a nice Epsom salt relaxation bath and then go look at my new baby tortoises that hatched yesterday.
The chat will be on once the live's finished.
It's about
and
an
then
hour.
It's about an hour after, so the chat will come on. It may not come on at first, but the chat will be about an hour after. So
I just want people to know that this is not something we're talking about this year or today. This is something that is going to continue to have more victims, re-victimization for how many decades? I'm talking 35 years later. My mouth is open. I'm not in hiding anymore. So look up Craig Dennis Jackson Bjork. One of the mods, print it out. Craig Dennis Jackson Bjork. Recent murder trial. Guess what? He killed in 2013. I'm still waiting to testify. Why?
Yeah.
My life's been disrupted over this again and again. What are the Rusiks going to go through? So why in the whole wide world, would anyone on the internet think that they're so keyboard brave they could in any way say anything to the Rusiks?
I know.
The Rusiks have been through more than any family should ever have to go through, and I am a testimony to that. So how dare anybody have, and I don't do Facebook, I don't do Insta stuffies, I only do YouTube. And just what I've seen on YouTube against the Rusiks, how dare they? How dare they?
I know, it's sick.
What do they think? What do they think? That Frankie and...
It's sick.
That Frankie Jr. or that Frank had anything to do with this? Do they think Sandra had any? Sandy, you know what? Sandy, write your cookbook, girl. I've already said, write your cookbook. I will, before you even do the cookbook, I will in advance buy 100 copies. I mean,
I think
the family's grieving and nobody can leave them alone. I'm sorry, what, honey?
No, I said we'll all buy the book, definitely.
And we need to help them. We need to help the Rusiks. There needs to stop being a victimization of the Rusiks. This is not acceptable. It is absolutely apparent. It is, and sorry, I just misspoke. I'm pacing back and forth in my house right now on this phone call. I apologize. But there should never be one word ever said bad about the Rusiks. What did they do? They did nothing to deserve any of this.
Yeah, which is why we're so passionate to try and stop this, because, you know, it hurts us and we think what they're going through. I
sent a message to Frank and Frankie about, I will go to court. I'll go to court for you guys. I'll pay for it myself. I'll travel to Colorado. I'll go back wherever prison he happens to be in, which right now he's supposedly being transferred. I'll go to wherever I have to go to make sure that people know that we're innocent victims. We are family members. We are people. We have lives. And that there's absolutely no way the internet should allow people like, I have to use an initial legally, right?
Yeah, well, I think people will know who you're talking about.
Yeah, somebody who sits in a chair that's drunk all the time. Yeah. So there's absolutely no way, and somebody who's menstruous, there's no way these people should ever be allowed to even have the names of the family victims come out of their mouths.
Absolutely.
Because I won't. Did I, during this conversation, my brother just didn't kill my family. He killed other people. Did I once say or even mention the names of the other people he killed?
No.
Nor will I. They still have living biological family. And there's always going to be, well, no, there's not always going to be. because they were the end of it. So there's a lot of us that were the end of it because there's not that many people biologically left. So when people speak bad of the victim's family, do they not realize what they're doing to us? And it's not just the immediate family. It's also the grandmas, the grandpas, the aunts, the uncles, the nieces, the nephews. We all remember. We're not ignorant. Do you think I don't remember the smell of my nephew's hair? Do you know I think I have hidden pictures that I didn't let the FBI get? No, the FBI didn't get all my pictures. I hid them. They can come raid my home today. They're in a safety deposit box in a hidden location. I'm not giving up all my memories because of a crime. So we suffer. We all do. And anyone who goes after the Rusiks needs to get on their knees and pray. And how dare they? How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they?
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, thank you for saying
I'm
that.
sorry. And you know what? I'm dehydrated. I had a seizure last night, and I'm starting to hyperventilate because I don't usually give this type of conversation because, again, I'm re-victimized when I do. So I apologize. I'm just asking the people on your channel to realize the Rusiks need more protection. And how dare the internet be allowed to re-victimize them when they're going to be re-victimized? Trust me. It's been 35 years. Do you know how many times I've been re-victimized? And not through the internet, through actual people and life in general. So what are the Rusiks going to have to go through? Shame on people. Shame anyone that says one bad word about the Rusiks, get on your knees, throw the first stone. How dare they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like I said,
Amen.
you got my phone number. I called you. You can have Frankie or Sandy call me. I don't care. I'll go to court. There needs laws changed in the United States. We need Congress. We need the House to understand we're victims. Whatever side you're on, it doesn't matter. Did your family do the killing or did their family kill your family? It doesn't matter. On social media, there should not be people allowed to make conjectures and to hang people and to go after people and then to make up all these stories. No, there needs laws in place that protect us.
Absolutely.
Period.
Yeah, they definitely do. Definitely.
I sold a company. I sold a company. I've done very well. My husband is a great provider too. I will pay the money myself to help the Rusiks go to court. We need to get a judge to start sealing this stuff so it can't be spread around on the internet for people to have a bunch of money being made off of it. Or sit in a chair and get drunk and go, I think it might have been this. I think it might have been that.
Yeah.
We're in the United States. I know you guys are in Australia. We have different laws.
We're in the UK.
Yeah, we're in the UK.
I'm sorry, what?
We're in the UK.
Okay. Well, in the USA, people are allowed, I guess, more freedom, I think, to my mind. I don't know. But anyone, you want to go after the Rusiks, come after me. I'm a happy wife. And as soon as I hang up this phone, I'm going to post my little channel of beautiful tortoises and doggies and chickens and happiness in life. And you can see his mugshot versus my mugshot. That's the difference of being a killer and a person who's done good in life.
Yeah.
And I want the Rusiks to know I got their backs. I will go to Congress. I will stand in front of 1 million people. I'll stand in front of 20 million people on broadcast television. Is that what it's called? Broadcast TV. And, I'll stand on CNN and say, stop it. Stop this internet victim bashing. It's unacceptable. And how dare anyone think that's okay? And if you are a person hearing me right now, if you're a person hearing me 35 years later, my brother's still killing people. What you got to say about that? You want to be that person? Then get on your knees and pray. And don't ever say another word about the Rusiks, period. That's my point, and that's the reason I called. And I'm sweating.
It's okay.
And it's really hot here today. And again, I've taken over your channel, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I apologize.
Sorry.
That's
You're
okay.
you're
Thanks. Yeah.
a very brave lady.
Thanks for
You
calling.
really
Calling
are.
in.
So much support in the, you know, you haven't got any negative comments, so please don't worry about that.
No.
Everybody in the chat are all supporting you.
Well,
you-
I support the death penalty. And when a person supports the death penalty against their own family member, you get a lot of hatred. So I have 14,000 unanswered emails of people who go against me because I support the death penalty on my own brother after 35 years. The reason I support it is because the time that they are in prison, they're going to continue to misbehave. So my opinion matters. And I have a right to that. I have a legal right to that. No one can gag me. I have a great attorney. And again, I stand up for the Rusiks. And like I said, we need to stand as people. You know, Sandy, do your cookbook, girl. Do the cookbook. Do you know how many people will buy the cookbook? Sandy, come on. We're all going to order like 100 copies of the cookbook. And, you know, that's the money that we probably need to start $1 million action against the internet being allowed to talk about victims.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I'm not a millionaire, don't get me wrong, but I can put in a lot and I can help a lot and I can testify more than most people being a victim of 35 years because there's few of us that are still alive to do that. But can't we all just stand together and instead of, you know, letting these people allow the re-victimization of what's already been horrific and terrible? Why aren't the laws different? Why is the internet not censored on this? To me, I'm totally baffled by it.
Yeah, I think we all are. Well, go and get yourself a drink of water.
Like I said, I spend way too much time with you guys on the phone. I gotta go. I'm just gonna hang up the phone because I don't even know how to end the call. I love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we're gonna pop our email address in into the chat. If you can't find it in the chat, I think it's on our About Me page, or is it on the description, Dad?
Yeah.
We're pop our email address in there, and if you could, you know,
are you talking mine or Sandy's?
No, we'll pop our email address in there. So
oh, yours. Okay.
Yeah,
yes, thank you.
I
I already have Frankie's. It's cool.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, thanks for calling.
All right,
Thanks for sharing.
When the Rusiks contact you, you guys have my phone number. It's, I'm sure, in your log from when I called in.
Yeah.
When the Rusiks contact you, which I know they do, give them my phone number. I'm ready to go. I'll go to Congress. I'll go to the House. I'll go in front of the government. There is absolutely no way that the internet should be allowed to re-victimize us. And I'm ready to stand up and speak my word. Not a problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day, guys.
And
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
For calling in. We appreciate
Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath and take a bath.
Yep.
Yay! All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. What a powerful call.
I know.
What a powerful call. Doesn't get any more real than that, people.
No, it doesn't. Very sad.
Okay, what do you see? Thanks for holding on.
Yeah.
You just need to mute your YouTube.
How do I do that?
So if you, have you got it on another device?
I've got it on my
You just need to mute your YouTube.
how do I do that?
So if you turn the volume down on your other device.
Yeah, on the other device, just turn the volume off the screen.
Oh, I don't know.
Are you on a phone and a laptop?
Is that better?
I can still hear.
Yeah. Are
we
you
can-
on a phone, and then are you on an iPad or a laptop?
Are you on a phone and a laptop?
No, just a laptop.
Oh, I'm talking into the laptop.
Okay, you need to turn down the sound on your laptop all the way down.
No, I'm on a laptop. No, just a laptop.
You need to turn down the sound on your laptop all the way down.
Yeah, I did that. Maybe it's the YouTube. Hang on.
Oh, right.
Hold on. Oh. How's that?
That's better.
That's gone.
Hello?
Huh.
Do you want to try calling in again?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't hear it. It's just very, very faint.
Hello?
You're very, we can hear you, but really, really faintly.
Oh, hang on a sec. How's that?
That's a little bit better.
Okay, well, I've got my volume all the way to 99.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear Tracy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Oh, we're fine. Are you okay?
Yep, getting there. Been busy, doing a lot of work.
Thanks for calling. Whereabouts are you? In Australia? Or?
Yes, in Australia.
Yeah, that's probably why it's not perfect. You know, obviously the distance.
It's a long way.
Yeah.
I'm actually English by birth, Mancunian.
Oh.
Yes, I miss England, my home.
Oh.
Yeah.
So have you been living in Australia for how long have you been living there?
I come out in '69, so quite a while. Hang on, about 60. Oh, hang on, 50 years.
Wow, and you still miss the UK?
Oh, it's home, isn't it? I was born there, and yeah, I just miss everything about it. I'd love to go back, but one day maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, my family's over there too.
I bet you don't miss. Oh, your family's here, are they as well?
Yes, I've still got family over there, and Ireland.
Wow. I bet you don't like the weather though.
I don't like the weather over here. It's too hot, and my blood boils, and I can't go out in the sun because it's too hot.
Oh.
I love the rain and the thunder and the lightning. I've got wonderful memories walking home from school with my mum, and it's been so grey and black and cloudy, and yeah, I miss that. I love the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, definitely a lot of rain here.
Yes, I love it.
Swap.
I wish we could bring it over here.
I don't actually mind the rain. I'm quite a winter person actually. It's strange.
It's renewal, isn't it? Without the rain, nothing grows. The air doesn't get clean of the dust.
I know, and it does. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm wondering. I sent you an email. I think it was yesterday, with some very important information in there.
Right.
Yeah,
And you
to
sent it
you
yesterday?
guys. Sorry?
You sent an email yesterday?
Yes.
I
sent one a couple of months ago, but I don't know, I must have got lost somewhere, and I'm not that tech savvy. So, but I sent one yesterday because, I've discovered some new things that I think the Rusex would be really, really interested in.
Oh, we never received it. I mean, we always reply to our emails as quick as we can, but we haven't got an email. Did you send it to the Team Phoenix?
Yes.
At outlook.com?
Yep.
No,
No.
I don't know.
And would it come? And would it come as your channel name as well?
No. That's probably why. Diane Crowd 2000.
No, I haven't. No.
Well, I'll send it again. But when, if it's not going through, what's the problem, I wonder?
Don't
Yeah,
know.
just having a look
And it's
now.
definitely all lowercase, just the Team
Yes.
Phoenix, one word,
Yeah.
at outlook.com.
Yeah.
No idea.
Because I don't know how else to get in contact with you, because like I said, I don't know if you've seen the work on my channel, but
Right.
not for everyone. But
Yeah.
and like, you know, I don't get any money. I don't ask for any money for anything that I've done or do. I've been on this case since it happened, and I'm talking every day, all day, every day, because, you know, I've got my, in quotations, theories, but I can see things that other people don't see. Now, AD claimed the shadows. Basically, he stole them from me because I asked him to have a look if I was seeing what I was seeing, and I never got a reply, so I resent it. You know, my question along with the video and my timestamps and things, and what I could see. And the next thing you know, my computer got hacked. I'm out for 6 weeks over Christmas, and when I come back on, he's got his channel full blown. He found the shadows. He's a star. He's this and that. And I've been fighting him ever since on it. I've since put up proof, but him and his subs totally ignore the reality of the situation. And I'm absolutely gobsmacked by it. But I've carried on regardless. And yeah, I've found some things that I desperately need to share with the Resex or the Resex lawyers. I don't know who. That's why I sent you the email, because, like I said, a few months ago, I sent you some pictures as well. I never got a reply, so I didn't know what to do. But hopefully I can rectify that tonight somehow. I'll send the email again, but they really, really, really need to see what I've got.
Okay, well, I mean, if you can send it through, we'll see if we get it, and obviously we can pass it on.
Yes.
Are you able to? Are you near it now, where you can send it now? Because I've gone into the emails, having a look.
Yeah.
Definitely not got anything come through.
All right. Well, I can minimize. This is my first time doing this, by the way. Can I minimize? It's okay to minimize this
Yep.
box that I'm on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. Yeah.
All right, you're still there. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, I'll go to the email. Yeah, yep. And you're up in my box there. Oh, I can move you. It's all right. And sent. You still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, Team Phoenix, you're right at the top. So, what do I do? Okay, what I'll do is I'll copy and paste what I've written, and then I'll go to your so it's theteamphoenix at outlook.com, yes?
Yes.
All right, so I'll title it on new info, and just paste that and send. Okay, it's been sent.
Okay.
Right, I'll go and check. Solange said make sure it's typed in, because she's done this before and it's gone to the wrong.
I'll make sure. Well, I'm using your card that comes up.
Right. Did you just send
Yes.
obviously I don't want to say the name, but did you just send a message? You haven't sent screenshots, just a message.
Does it start with a D?
Yes, I've got it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, that's just come in. That's fine.
Right.
Yeah, I've never seen that name before, so I would have remembered it. So no, definitely we haven't received anything. But at least I've got that email now. So
Okay. So if you want to message me, I
yeah,
can send you the pics that I've got.
I'll
Mhm.
just send a quick reply just so you can so you'll know it's gone to. There you are. I've sent a reply to it.
Okay, hang on. I'll just go to inbox. Nothing's come through. There we go. No. Yes. Yay. Gotcha. All right, so we're cooking now.
Real.
Thank you.
No, thank you. All right, well, I'll let you go now that I've,
Yeah, thanks for
got
that.
through.
That's great.
All right, keep up the good work and God bless the Rusex.
Thank you. And
Thank you so
for
much.
calling in.
Oh, I'm so glad I figured out how to do it.
Oh, that was your
I'm
first
clever.
time, wasn't it?
Thanks
Okay,
again.
cheerio then.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
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 Bye. Yeah, I did it back.
That's good. We'll be able to pass that on, won't we?
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm just reading the chat and
Yeah. Hope
I don't know,
everything's okay in the
a
chat.
bit of a problem.
Ah,
I think it's sorted now. There was a
okay.
bit of a problem in the chat.
Okay. I know there was a few things going on. It's difficult to well, it was difficult with the call that we had to sort of address it really. But
Yeah.
but we'll sure we'll sort that after. Yeah, wow, what a powerful call
Yeah, I
from
know.
Happy Wife. That's
Oh,
kind of took me
happy wife, she's in the chat now.
took me aback. I mean, amazing strength to and I hope that by calling in, it's I don't know if it in any way would have has made you feel any better, but if it has, it was worth doing.
Yeah, we hope you had a nice drink as well, happy wife.
Yeah, and like I say, we are here for people exactly like you and victims. So,
Yeah, yeah,
no need to feel uncomfortable in our community ever.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Wow. Right. Well, I suppose we better wrap up. We've gone on 2 hours.
Yeah, that went really
It
quick.
does, doesn't it? Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Before we go, can we give some purple hearts for the Rusex?
Yeah, and for and some hearts for Happy Wife too, and for everyone really.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, lovely hearts for everybody. And we'll, we want to, we always say thank you to you, and we're going to say it again. We thank each and every one of you for, supporting us, supporting the Rusex, supporting each other, and we thank you for that.
Yeah, and thanks for sticking with us, through, because I know not all of you will see it, but probably some of you have seen, some of the stuff that's been said about us, and it's not nice. It's not nice for us. It's not nice for you
No,
guys to have to
and
read it.
if you really know us, it's not true.
Mm.
We haven't done any of the things that are said. We haven't.
Yeah, thanks for sticking by us.
Oh, lovely hearts.
Yeah, that's nice. Blooming accents, so don't worry. We love you all.
Oh, that's nice. And also thank you to our moderators. Did a fantastic job. I'm sorry there was a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
And Rebecca, we're always there for you. And we love you to bits. And
yeah,
we're sorry you've had a bit of problem in the chat.
yeah. I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but Sorry if things have got um, a bit sensitive in the chat. Right, okay, well, thanks everyone. Hope you enjoy
Yeah.
the rest of your day,
Well, thank you,
afternoon.
everybody.
I'm sure we'll speak to you again soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, take care until the next time. And thanks for the callers in, and obviously, like I said, Tracy said thanks to the mods.
Yeah, thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate all of you.
Yeah, we know it's not the easiest job in the world, so
No, no. But our moderators do a fantastic job. They really do.
yeah, they take a lot of stick as well, so we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, much love to you all, and we really do appreciate you. We thank you.
Right, okay, thanks everyone, and we'll speak to you again. See you again.
Yep, speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.